All right, so we're back up on the bike here and we're going to continue pushing our way to the south. We're about to go through this embankment through this sort of swampy area. There's a sort of a creek that crosses that flows into what is known as Portage Creek here. One of the things that I wanted to do before we get started, sometimes we're so busy pedaling, we don't kind of pause to listen. And you can hear the birds chirping. And there's some ducks in the pond over here, and you could actually, just before I started talking, they were actually kind of making some noise. They were quacking. So again, I do apologize that you're probably going to get some glare. There's not much I can do. I can try to turn my head a little bit. You can see the ducks in this kind of swampy area here. You can see all of this swampy area here. It's all just kind of one big huge beaver dam. And so we're up on the top of this embankment. Again, kind of gives you the idea of some of the challenges that they had kind of constructing this line, right? So you saw the big kind of rock cut back there, and there's some other huge rock cuts coming up, and you know, then you're filling in swamps like this, and you can imagine the amount of fill that is required to do this. So here we're coming up to our next stop, and you can see the culvert marker here. Unfortunately, the writing on it is illegible. But basically you can see what we're going to stop and take a look at. You can see there's a very, very large diameter concrete culvert. And again, we don't see these concrete culverts too often. A lot of them are replaced. So we'll drop down and take a look. Okay, so we're down here below the level of the grade. You can see this beautiful little pond here in front of us. And so what we have is a very large diameter concrete culvert. It's probably a good 5 feet diameter, 5-foot diameter culvert. Good chunk of it is buried. I'd say probably half of it is buried on all of this this debris and all this beaver works here. I don't know if we can see across to the other side. Yeah, and so we got a clear shot across to the other side, but you can see that this part here is all kind of plugged up, but for the most part it's actually in pretty good shape. We kind of pan over here to the other side. It's kind of a little bit of a slip here between the joints, but other than that, it's in pretty decent shape. So we're gonna jump the grade and go take a look at the other side. Okay, so we've made our way down on the east side. This is basically one big, ginormous kind of swamp. There's beavers in here. Just when we got here, the beavers were slapping their tails. They weren't too happy that we were here. So basically, you can see the east side of the culvert here. This is about as close as we can get, simply because it is all water all the way around the culvert, and there's no way that I'm going in hip or chest deep water to get a picture of this. So this is what will have to suffice. And again, this side's in pretty good shape. Okay, so we're going to jump back up on the grade, and we're just going to continue pushing our way south. We're almost at our destination. All right, so we're back in the saddle here, and this is kind of the final push. Our destination is coming up very shortly. Again, I'm going to try to keep my head kind of maybe down and to the right a little bit, so try to avoid all that glare. Here you can see, maybe I'll pan back over here, you can see this this beautiful little swamp. Again, there's beauty everywhere, and you know, swamps are not necessarily the most gorgeous thing, but certainly a lot of wetlands are very important for a lot of animals and wildlife. So here you can see we're going through yet another cutting, but you can see again some of that little tinge of that red rock. Make sure I watch where I'm going here. Here you can see the beaver heart at work. Nice little beaver dam. Again, that would have been problematic when the railway was running. You saw that flooded section in the previous segment. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of this this segment and this episode. So there is a road that's just up ahead here. This is McTavish Road number 4, so McTavish Township here in the municipality of Shunya. So right away, I don't know if you can notice yet, but we're back with that very, very distinctive red tinged rock. And so again, here you can see that it's been used to construct this this road. And so again, you can see that very, very distinctive color. And so this is where we hook into a previous hike, and the grade continues this way, working its way south down to past Lake Station, which is coming up in a few miles. So we're at milepost 116, and Past Lake is at milepost 120, so about 4 miles distant. So hopefully you've enjoyed this multi-day sort of very interesting exploration, and make sure you check out the next series of episodes working their way down to Past Lake. And so we're going to be back just as soon as we can with more explorations.